Hello crafters, this is Lucy Kelleher, your local, close to my heart independent consultant. Well, I guess local if you're in California, otherwise I'm your national independent consultant. Today I'm coming to show you a video about the December stamp of the month called Cutie Pie. And you'll find it in our Annual Inspirations catalog on page 16. And let's see here, I apologize for the lighting in advance, it's kind of rough here. So it's called Cutie Pie. There are 11 stamps, and then you can see some projects that we showed you in the book. Again, you can find that on page 16. You can purchase this stamp set from December 1st through December 31st of 2014 with a qualifying purchase of $50. Also, this month we have another promotion going on called Deal of the Decade, which has to do with a $50 purchase. So if you are unaware of that, contact your local independent consultant to ask them about it, or let me know. You'll also find information on my blog. So what I'm going to show you today is the card that was on page 16 of the idea book, and this is what it looks like. Okay, and what they did was they used the Confetti Wishes paper pack. And that paper pack has this yellow checkerboard design that's used on the back. And so that was cut at, at 4 by 5 1/4 inches. Then, well actually before I even tell you about what we did, let me show you the stamp set a little better. So as you know, it comes in our handy dandy little carriers with a foam insert. And these are the really cute stamps. There's 4 cupcakes. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There's this cute little like cupcake stand, a sentiment that says, "Hey there, cupcake," cute little heart. There's also a sentiment here that says, "My little cutie pie." One down here called "The Sweetest." One here that says, "Everywhere you go, take a smile and a cupcake with you." And then this cute little banner right here on the right hand side, that's one piece. So that's your stamp set. Again, it's called Cutie Pie. And we use that to make this card. Again, we used the Confetti Wishes. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take a journaling pen. I'm using an older one from Close to My Heart. We do have the Yoshida Marvy one in our book. Basically, you're going to freehand a line around the card. And so honestly, even if it's a little squiggly, it's okay. That's kind of the point. It's supposed to make it look like this. And I actually, at first when I started doing this, I didn't like it. But the more I freehand, the more I like it. So there you go. That was really easy. That's all I did. And that did the outline of the card. Then we took a piece of Lagoon cardstock, which is a coordinating color for the Confetti Wishes. I cut it at 2.5 by 2.5 inches, and again did a freehand using my black journaling writer around the edges of the 2.5 by 2.5 piece of Lagoon cardstock. Then I'm just going to go ahead and put some adhesive. I like to use Tombow. You can use a glue stick, a glue pen, your ATG, whatever you'd like. You can just approximate about where it'll go. What's nice with this checkered pattern is that you can kind of use that to line up a little bit to make it easier to try to get a straighter line. So let's see here if I can do that for you. See, so right there. Then we need this piece right here, which is like a chevron that goes across. I cut it at 1 1/4 by 5 1/4 white cardstock. What I'm going to do to create the chevron, sometimes it's really hard to line up the pieces here if you try to cut it like this. So what I do is I take my paper, kind of fold it in half like that, and just cut corner to corner, just like that, and then I've got a really nice piece. And again, I'm going to take my journaling writer and freehand an outline around this piece, letting go of any of my OCD tendencies to have to use a ruler or make it, you know, really clear and straight, or maybe in the past I probably wouldn't even have done this part of it at all. So there we go, nice and easy. Then we used black ink for the sentiment, which again, the sentiment says, everywhere you go, take a smile and a cupcake with you. We have clear blocks. This one is a 2x2 block that the sentiment fits on. Just gonna ink it up here. And I'll kind of eyeball where it'll go. Let's see here. Probably put it right about there. Okay, so everywhere you go, take a smile and a cupcake with you. Now I've already cut my cupcake, and I'm going to pull it up here for you. Well, actually, let me put this on here first. So I'm going to go ahead then and adhere this. So I'm having a little problems with my Tombow, but anyways, you get the idea. So I'm going to take it, come across here, right about there, looks good. Now, on the first card that I did, I actually used, I don't know if you can tell, there's a little bit of a layering there. I used 3D foam tape, and on this one, I wasn't going to, because I put it on my Xyron to make it nice and sticky, but I think I'm going to go ahead and add it. So we have this really great 3D foam tape. This is the thin one, and I'm just going to use 2 pieces right like there. Oops, really sticky since I already had adhesive on the back. And again, right there, peel off the back. And then just adhere it. Oh, right about there is good. Okay, now on my first card, what made it different from what was in the catalog or the idea book is that I used these triangle studs, the silver ones. They're the durable triangle studs. I put those 3 in the card. However, what they did was they took our silver glitter paper and they used the chevron punch and punched out 3 of those, if you can see them right there. So I think on this card I'll go ahead and use those and just add them really quickly here. And you know, everything in design, it usually uses odd numbers. So instead of 2 or 4, it's either 3 or 5. So I'm going to use 3 on this for now. Okay, so that's the difference between the durable studs and the triangles. But again, that's what's in the book. Then we took the little heart stamp right there, using the 1x1 block, and stamped a bunch of them. Then I colored them in, and I also colored in that cupcake. I forgot to mention that. I used 3 of our new Shinhan markers. One is the turquoise blue marker. One is the tender pink marker. I also used, for the yellow, our golden yellow. And then finally, for the little cherry on top, since I used black ink to stamp this and it's a solid image, I actually took the marker, the Shinhan marker colored Carmine, and just colored it on a white piece of paper, cut a circle, and now I'm just going to place it right on top. See? So there's a little cherry on top. And with the hearts, then I did the same thing. I just colored them. I'm going to add them off to the side, just like that. And then finally, I used our diagonal striped ribbon that's slate. I cut it about 3 inches long, cut it at a diagonal, right, on both sides. Again, I just used my Xyron for this to make it easier for taping. And then we're just going to add it here to the bottom, just like that. And there you have it. Little cupcake card from the catalog. This one is a little more like the catalog. This one, a little adaptation with those triangle studs. What they did do was they used as a recipe out of the Wishes Card Confidence Program, page 94. So this is a really neat book. We have several of these. And basically, they are little blueprints for cards. They indicated that they used curtain call, which is this top one here. But honestly, I think they used the all tucked in. It was a lot closer in terms of the pattern, so that's what I did. So that was really helpful. And again, that was the card. So again, this is the December stamp of the month in the Annual Inspirations book, found on page 16. It's called Cutie Pie, and can be purchased throughout the month of December, from December 1st through December 30th. And it is only $5 when you spend $50. If you have any questions, please contact your local independent Close to My Heart consultant. If you don't have one, I love working with people all across the country. So please go ahead and give me a call, send me an email, I'll flash my information on top. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have a wonderfully crafty day.